So many of you struggle with just trading the one time frame. So today I'm going to share with you the use of a line chart, supply and demand, and the one time frame entry approach to give you a strategy that you can start implementing today. Let's head over to those charts and we'll go through exactly how you can use this strategy. Now, as you can see, we're on the pound Japanese yen 4-hour time frame. Now, this is a one time frame strategy, but we also need to use the higher time frame. But where we're normally looking for an entry perhaps out of an area of supply demand on that higher time frame, we're actually just going to be looking for the direction first on the higher time frame. So we're going to use the 4-hour here as a higher time frame. First, we need to witness and understand the use of a breaker structure. Now, the simplest way to do that is go to a line chart. We can see here we have a breaker structure to the upside, and then the market comes back down, make a higher swing low, and we even have another breaker structure here to the upside. So once we can start seeing this, and we can see that the market is breaking to the upside, we are bullish bias, and we can also see the market comes back to retest this swing high here, and we continue to go higher. So all the way up from this swing low, even here in the market to this high, we have a bullish bias. Okay, so we have a bullish bias on the way up here, means we're only going to be looking for buys. Once you have this information, that's step number one for you to go through. Find the higher time frame bias. Understand what's in control. Now, in control here is the market coming back into an area of imbalances, and that's what's pushing the market back up. That's where the market had to come back to balance the market to continue higher. Now, there's many videos inside the channel goes through the use of imbalances, but perhaps we'll go through that more in detail for another day. So as you can see, the market does indeed take this swing high here as well to the upside, which shows that we are definitely in a bullish bias. But for me, once we see this breaker structure here to the upside, we could actually draw out an area here of imbalance, which tells me if the market comes back into the imbalance and we hold, we're going to see a bullish response to the upside. So you could even actually look at this swing low where you expect the market to go bullish. So let's now go down to the lower time frame of the 30-minute chart. And we know that we can start to look for buys from this low to the upside. Why? Because we can see this is a higher swing low from this low. The market's broken out, we've pulled back, and simply putting on that line chart here, we can identify that we break to the upside right here in the market. In fact, let's go closer into this area. Let's bring this across. And we can first witness, using a line chart, we have a push through to the downside, okay? And then we have this push head to the upside. That shows me the market is bullish now on this 30-minute time frame. Hey traders, we'll get back to the video in just a moment, but I want to give you a gift for hanging out with me today. I want to give you a free trading strategy class and cheat sheet. This trading strategy class and cheat sheet will go through everything that you need to know about applying a supply and demand strategy that I personally use to generate profits. But it's more than just a strategy. You're going to have some actionable steps to accelerate your growth with learning how shifting your focus can generate you more profits and the steps to building a profitable strategy for yourself. You don't have to spend a lot of time on this. It's about doing the right things in the right order, and it's free as my gift to you. So just go to norfolkfxtrader.system.io free strategy class sign up, or hit the link above now to get your free trading strategy class and cheat sheet. Now back to the video. We also take out this swing high and we continue up to even take this high here. So we know we have that bullish bias even on the 30-minute. We're going to start now applying the use of that line chart, the supply and demand, with this one time for entry. I'm going to show you how you can use now your demand zones with the one time frame entry. So once we can see this happening, we then look for that break to the upside. So again, we can mark off this level. There's a break to the upside. But first, we see this is our first breakout. This means we can go down to our price chart, and we're going to look to mark off our area of demand. Where did the breakout come from? Okay, this is the breakout area. Not down here. The market came up, made a high swing low, high swing low. We broke out here with a big push to the upside. this smaller low, okay, we leave an area here of demand. This small bearish candle is that area I'm going to draw it from. We have a nice push up. Even here on the lower time frame, if I take off this area, we even have a nice area here of imbalance. Okay, when market comes into this imbalance, we fill this imbalance into demand zone. This would be my entry. Based on the bullish movement, we look for an entry at this zone. Stop just below the zone. Your target is going to be to take out the swing high. You're expecting the market to want to take this swing high to continue in the trend. Look, that's just over a 6-to-1 risk to reward. That is a great trade to take within this movement to the upside. Now that's your first trade you can capture here. If we wait for that continuation, and if we go back to the line chart, we can see this is a hold up. Now I want to just quickly go through why this is a good area as well. We have a trend pulling back here. What I mean by this is an area of liquidity in the market. We have lower high created, we have a breakout, retest, continuation. If you then go back to the candlesticks, you can see where we break out, retest, retest, continue, and then we have this nice break to the upside. That's where I got the area of demand. We broke out of this area of liquidity, and then we broke this swing high. That's the crucial part to remember. This is the breakout area. So this area of liquidity was taken. We have the same thing here. This trend line of liquidity is a simple swing highs, all at the same area. So equal highs create liquidity on the market. Now again, we have a breakout, and you could say this would be your area of demand. Now this time we don't come back. We go back to the line chart. Again, we'll look for the same thing. We have this as our swing high. And this time there's your break to the upside. So we go back to the price chart. This is the move up. Okay. We have an area of demand down here. Now this, unlike we see on this push up here, we do have a breakout on this candle, but this is the start of the move up on that blue candle. That's what we're looking for, the continuation. Same here. We have the pause, continuation with the blue candle. That's the start of the blue candle. Below that is my area of demand. Now you may be asking, what is the blue candle on the chart? That is showing me an area of imbalance. They are important zones. That's where we're seeing the momentum move in the market. So again, we have the same thing. We have a bullish movement we could take. From there, stop below the low, target, expect the high to be taken. Now this isn't a great risk to reward, but still over a 2-to-1 risk to reward. That trade's worked in your favor. So we carry on with this type of strategy. Remember, we look at the line chart, look for the breakout. There's our next breakout. Okay, we have an equal highs. We break out with a big, powerful move to the upside. Now we do have this push up here again, which does break out of this high, but I want to see equal highs or trend pullback. Again, we have a nice trend pullback here, but we also have equal highs here. And that's what you're looking for. And there's your push up. So at this area, we can now go to price. We'll be looking for price to come back from this move up, which gives me this area of demand. Now, unfortunately, we don't come back to that demand zone. But what is this creating here? Okay, what this is creating is an area of liquidity that's been left behind at this zone. Now, we do feel this area of imbalance. Again, that's what I expect to see. But normally we expect to see the market to fill the imbalance into demand zone, which didn't happen. So the market continues up here, but look what happens when we pull back. Go sideways. There, the market comes back into that demand zone. That's your one time frame entry. Now we do have this breakout here to the upside as well. So you may have been tempted to use this as your area of demand. But once you understand that this demand zone was not actually triggered and we left this area of liquidity, we knew the market wanted to take that liquidity into that demand zone at some point. So using this demand zone above this area of liquidity which has been created is not a great zone to trade. And this is where they're going to bring you into the market, stop you out and push into the next zone. That's why we wouldn't use that zone, because we left this area of liquidity. So we have this pullback into this demand. If we have an entry here, we would then simply look for the market to go for the high, which is here. Looking for that continuation in the trend. Let's just see if this does actually happen. And we do hit that high. Let's move this across. So we have there over 6-1 risk reward again. And that's how you can start using the one time frame entry approach with the use of line chart supply and demand in your trading. So we could go over the charts and do the same thing with any time frame. You could use a weekly time frame with a 4-hour entry, or you could even look at using a 1-hour time frame with a 15-minute entry if you are an intraday trader. And of course, you can even scalp this by using a 15-minute entry as your high time frame, looking for 1-minute entry charts. Now, if you're new to this type of trading, I suggest starting off like I've just shown you here, a 4-hour time frame with a 30-minute entry. It's going to give you less bad signals. It's going to teach you to read the market with the area of liquidity to give you time to read the market. When you're trading those lower time frames, you need to be able to see what's happening very quickly. And that's when you're going to end up potentially losing. So that is the strategy. Go away, back test it, try it out for yourself. Again, this is an educational channel to give you different types of strategies to try out for yourself. I always suggest you go away, test it, back test it, that is yourself, then forward test it and see if it gives you the positive results. And if it does, come back and leave a comment below this video and let everybody know that this strategy is working for you. Now, if you want to understand how you can use the 2 time frame approach instead of 1 time frame approach, then I suggest going and checking that out for free right now.